In this video, I bring you 10 recommendations on how to prepare for labor and beyond. Alright guys, Juan D here. I'm a new dad bringing you my experiences through the power of YouTube. These recommendations are strictly recommendations. This is what has worked for me and Lisette, but it doesn't apply to everybody. It also highlights what we learned as well throughout the process, so I'm going to bring you guys that experience. So let's get into it. First recommendation is lip balm and mouthwash. The reason for that is your significant other is going to be in labor for a long period of time without eating or drinking. She's going to have dry mouth, so it's good to have that to keep her comfortable. Second recommendation is to ask for the epidural as soon as possible, and that's because it might take a little while for the anesthesiologist to get to you because of the switches of shift, or it just takes a little while because they're busy that day. Third recommendation is to seek a lactation specialist immediately if you are planning to breastfeed. Lisette had a very hard time breastfeeding and it was extremely difficult for her, so it was great to have that person right by her side explain to her every step what it took to effectively feed Julian. Fourth recommendation is to keep all your paperwork in order. You're going to get a lot of paperwork, especially with the cord blood banking. If you're going to do that, fill the paperwork in the box first, send that before you get to the hospital. Later on, you're going to thank me for that tip because you're going to have all that paperwork in one place and you're going to need some of those papers for your first pediatric visit. Fifth recommendation for the men is do not say jokes while your significant other is in labor. It's good to be empathetic to her situation and be there for her, and that's my next recommendation, is to be with her and there for her in her disparity. She's going to be in a lot of pain, so it's your job to be her number one cheerleader at that point and be there for her in every regard. Seventh recommendation, when we got home, we discovered that babies tend to pee and poo a lot, and diapers tend to leak. So you have to find the diaper that works best for your child. We tried Huggies, which works best for us, Huggies Little Snugglers, and we also tried Pampers Newborn and Pampers One Size. They didn't necessarily work, so we're sticking to Huggies, and that's our brand. Eighth recommendation is to have and invest in a pack and play and some sort of contraption that holds your baby while you're doing household chores. It's always good to have that item there, the pack and play, outside your room or outside the baby's room to put the baby while you're cooking, while you're doing some laundry, while you're eating, because you need to eat too, and that is essential. Ninth recommendation goes along with the Pampers and diapers and Huggies situation earlier, that the babies tend to pee a lot. And it's good to have liners on your bed or wherever you're changing the baby so that anything that spills over gets on that liner instead of the actual changing table or bed, because Lisette had the experience of Julian projectile pooping on our covers. Okay. 10th recommendation is be prepared to do a lot of laundry. From personal experience, I thought that babies just wore one thing a day or one thing every 3 days and it will be all great, that nothing will spill over, the world will be perfect. But the world isn't perfect, and your baby is most likely gonna poo all over your clothes, pee all over your clothes, and their own clothes. So be prepared for that, and be prepared to do a lot of loads of laundry and putting that baby in that swing and or pack and play while you do so. So those are my recommendations on going into labor and beyond. And this is going to be applied at the hospital and a little bit after the hospital, but you get the drift. So thanks for watching, stay original, and always remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week where I have more experiences of being a new dad. Peace out.